What is up, awesome people, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday Special Shenanigans. Alrighty, so a couple of hours ago I did post another Wi-Fi battle, so if you missed that Wi-Fi battle, make sure to check out that Wi-Fi battle. It was a mixed tier battle using my NU team. It was quite an interesting battle indeed. Alrighty, so in the meantime we have my RU team versing a mix of NU to UU Pokemon. Now this was from my recent live stream which took place about a fortnight ago. And this was indeed probably the best battle for the entire night. This was really fun. Oh boy, this had my heart racing halfway in the, but probably in the middle, somewhere that my heart rate just went woo, and I was definitely shaking by the end of it. Alrighty, so without further ado, let's jump into the battle and see how everything took place. So this was up against MYT. So he's going to lead with the obvious Shuckle lead. This will definitely be the Sticky Web lead. It's probably one of the more common Shuckle sets we see out there. And I'm going to leave my usual MP Palm lead. This is my anti-lead. I'm going straight for the fake out there just to do a wee bit of little damage there to Shuckle. Shuckle is definitely a really big defensive wall, so that fake out's going to do quite little there. And I go straight for the taunt because we all know this Shuckle has the Sticky Web, Toxic, and some other annoying moves. So that Shuckle's forced to swap out there. The Sticky Web could not go out as well, and then go straight into Lady, which is their shiny Grand Ball. So, there's not really much. I don't really know what this is going to be running. It has the Intimidate though, so it's going to lower my attack. Knockoff there is going to do very little there thanks to the Intimidate. It did knock off the Choice Scarf, so that's extremely interesting. I don't think I've actually seen a Choice Scarf Grand Ball as of yet. Apparently it's quite common. Well, not as common as Choice Band, but still, it is up there apparently. Anyways, I'm going to U-turn out there and go into my Cofferrigus. This is my defensive wall for my team. Play Rough there is going to do a considerable amount there to my Cofferrigus, and the Mummy's going to kick off and get rid of the Intimidate, so that wasn't really much of a loss for the opponent's side. I actually thought I'd take that Play Rough a little bit better, but Grand Ball does have some considerable attack power, so I can kind of see why they did so much damage. They're going to swap out there and go back into the Shuckle, so I'm in an extremely bad place at the moment. I really need to have needed my Amy Palm out to taunt this thing again. It's my only real counter to the Shuckle to stop it from setting up the Sticky Webs. Regardless though, I did get the Will-O-Wisp up there just to get some residual damage. Shuckle lacking any type of recovery as well. Really does dent it quite badly. Alright, so I'm going to swap out here. I'm going to have to set in my Durant now because once that Sticky Web goes off, that's going to absolutely annihilate my Durant. So there goes the Sticky Web. So all of my non-levitating Pokemon are going to have a speed drop, which is actually going to hurt a few of my Pokemon. So Shuckle goes for the burn there, swaps out there because there's not too much it can do to Durant, it can't Toxic it, and it goes into the Grand Ball. So this was a very interesting swap indeed because I can understand why they go for it in regards to the Intimidate. However, I'm carrying Hone Claws on this set, so I can get an attack boost, negate the Intimidate, plus I can get my accuracy boost up, cancelling out the Hustle. So they're going to swap out there because Iron Head is definitely going to hurt that thing, and they're going into Tank.exe, which is annoying Porygon too. So I always dread seeing this thing on the other side of the field. So Iron Head is going to do a considerable amount of damage there, and it was a crit just to completely crush my hopes and dreams of actually taking this thing out. So I go for another Hone Claws there, raising my attack to +2 and accuracy to another stage. So hopefully all of my hits can now actually hit something. Alright, so recover there to bring the tank back up to full health. They're going to swap out there, thinking I play greedy for another Hone Claws and go straight back into the Grand Ball, get the Intimidate off into my Durant and lower it back down to +1 attack. Even at +1 attack, an Iron Head is going to take up this Grand Ball. It was probably running max attack and max speed with no health, or probably 4 EVs in health. Even with that, Grand Ball is going to go down. Alright, so this Porygon 2 is going to come back out. Alrighty, so Hone Claw is back up, because I know this thing really can't do too much to me. It's probably running Analytic with the Tri-Attack, which is what they mostly run. I didn't see a download, so I'm assuming it's Analytic. Thunderbolt is going to do a hell of a lot of damage there, so that was surprising. So straight for the Iron Head there, and I was kind of hoping for a crit, but it looks like RNGGs just don't love me today. Alright, so Thunderbolt there is going to take out the Durant, so it's like, oh no, I'm in a dreadful position now. Alright, so Drudgicon comes out. I know I can definitely afford the Sticky Web there. Drudgicon carries absolutely no speed. This is my Choice Specs Drudgicon, which is making the return. Ice Speed coming my way, so I was like, oh boy. Drudgicon actually takes that pretty well, but bloody hell, are you serious? The Freeze Axe comes my way. Oh boy. Life definitely ain't liking my special Drudgegon. Alright, so recover there brings the the Porygon back to full health. And yes, I wake up, but I went for the Draco Meteor instead of the Focus Blast. So I thought they'd actually swap out there. And as I said, I would have been better going for the Focus Blast there. So I could actually see what type of EVs this Porygon 2 is running. By the looks of it, is running split EVs in defense and special defense, which is not fun at all because it's still hard to take out, especially with that Everlight boost as well. So I go into Registeel here. I know the Porygon 2 can't do too much to the Registeel at all. So another recover there because they're thinking, oh, Registeel can't do too much to me, surely. Alright, so that's actually dead on wrong. I do have Power Up Punch on this Registeel. This is my Assault Vested Max Special Defense Registeel. It's kind of a bit redundant there. Usually most people run it as a defensive wall, but Registeel does have equal special defense and defense on its stats, so it can be run as a special defensive wall as well. And Assault Vest makes it even more of a tank and special defense. So Power Up Punch mixed in with that does make it quite a sweepy, bulky wall indeed. So Tri-Attack's doing absolutely nothing there, but I'm assuming they're going for the stats, and my goodness gracious me, the Para-Hacks as well. So they got the freeze hacks, they've got the para hacks, and I don't know what else hacks they're getting as well. Alright, so another Power Up Punch there brings me to +3, I do believe. They're going to swap out the Porygon because that's starting to get a little bit scary, and they're going to go into the Feraligatr. Alright, well this is another scary Pokemon, and the Para-Hacks kicks in. The Para-Hacks, I hate the Para-Hacks. D-Dance goes up, just mostly to raise the Feraligatr's attack, which is already scary enough without the D-Dance. Sheer Force most likely as well. Now this is actually quite an interesting story. I have Brick Break, but the funny thing was before the stream I was actually going to put Ice Punch onto the Registeel, so I'm really glad I didn't actually do that. So I got Brick Break on this set just for some neutral damage, and the critical hit there saves my rear side. Oh thank you, I'm starting a little bit of luck. After all the RNG, yeah. Alright, so the Crobat comes in. It's like, uh-oh. Alright, so they go for the Nasty Plot there. I think they went a wee bit greedy there because I didn't think I would have anything to hit it, but that's absolutely wrong. I'm going what the fuck boom here. Even if they did have Air Slash or something, Air Slash would have not done too much to Registeel. They would have hoped for a flinch, which I think is only 30%. So if they missed that, they would have gone down anyway. Alright, so Registeel goes down and the Crobat goes down. Registeel did an absolutely beautiful job there, taking on 2 Pokemon and weakening the Porygon 2 to an extent. So Shuckle comes back out. It's already burned, so it is pretty badly dented. I send back in my Ampipom just so I can knock off stuff and be a little pain in the rear side. They're going to swap out the Shuckle there because I don't think I'm going to lose their leftovers, which I'm assuming is their item. They're going to swap out and go into Porygon 2, which was an absolutely big... Well, I suppose I did that just to take my fake out, but regardless, that was a pretty big risky move because the knockoff's going to take off the Everlight, which means this Porygon 2 can't tank its moves as well as it used to. So recover there just to get back most of its health, and unfortunately there's not much else I can do with the set. I can U-turn out, but I don't really want to U-turn out because what's the point? Alright, so Tri-Attack there is going to come close to take out my Ampipom. I'm going to U-turn out now. So just a little bit of, well, I actually did pretty decent damage, even if regardless. Ampipom's going to swap out there and go into my Cofferrigus. So this would be probably around the time the turning point started. So the Porygon 2 goes through the cover. It's going to recover most of its health back. Yeah, full health. Alright, so leftovers on my Cofferrigus. There's not too much this Porygon 2 can do to my Cofferrigus. It can go for the Ice Beam. If I get the Freeze Hacks, I'm not going to be exactly too happy here. So, I am running Carmine on this set, so I can turn this into both a mixed wall with special sweeping capacities. So, special attack and special defense goes up by +1. Now, this is where the Porygon 2 can start getting scary. Cofferrigus can start getting scary. They're going to swap out there and probably go into the Ferret here, thinking I've only got the Shadow Ball, because I did reveal I have Will-O-Wisp. I revealed I've got Carmine. So far, I have yet to reveal the 2 other moves I have on this set. So another Carmine goes up there, so I do believe I'm at +2 for special attack and special defense. Now, this is very interesting. They revealed they had a Choice Scarf Ramble, so what this set's going to be will be very interesting. So it's going to be a Pursuit set, so I'm assuming it's a Choice Band of Ferret, which would be really cool indeed. Mummy kicks off there and turns the Frisk into Mummy. and I'll go for the hidden power fighting. So I'm running hidden power fighting so I can get past any normal types when I come in and think I'm only running Shadow Ball. So I don't take out the ferret there, that invisible focus dash for the win. This opponent of mine is definitely really, really lucky. They need to remove that lucky horseshoe they've got hidden. Anyways, the Shuckle comes back in to try and tank any of my moves, especially the hidden power fighting, which won't do too much to Shuckle at all. Hidden power is going to do not very much at all, let's just put it that way. Alright, so from there, they can try and play my games with me, probably swap out and go into Furret, take the Shadow Ball, though in this case, there wouldn't be much of a choice really to swap in anything, because hidden power fighting will take out that Pokemon, and that's probably the best move I would come up with personally, was to Toxic the Cofferegus and then hope to the Pokemon Jesus that you can stall out the Cofferegus. Alrighty, so the Burn's going to take out the Shuckle. That Burn eventually helped me in the end, which was really, really awesome. Thank God that the Shuckle wasn't carrying rest, because that would have been probably GG on my side. Anyways, the Furret comes back out. It's going to frisk out the leftovers for like the third time. Trick! It's a trick set, so they're going to lock me into a move. What move are they locking me into? They're going to be locking me into the hidden power fighting. That was probably the worst thing I could have hoped for, is to lock myself into a fighting type move. They did trick me at Choice Band, so I was correct there on the Choice Banded Furret. So Furret goes down, and whatever they've got left, they've got to deal with hidden power fighting. I do believe the last Pokemon is their Porygon 2, which is not going to like hidden power fighting at all. So they're going to have to hope here they can take up the Cofferegus with Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Because it's poisoned, the status isn't going to be real at all. Alright, so hidden power fighting coming their way, and it's going to do, well, about a quarter. So we're saying about, if the Porygon's got about 200 health, let's say 50 damage. Just on estimates. Anyways, Porygon's going for another recover there. That's all this Porygon can really do in the meantime, is just try and stall out the Cofferegus, go for the recovers as I go for the hidden power and hope for a critical hit. And it looks like my luck's run out again, and I ain't going for those critical hits. Down to 6 health, and the Porygon's just going to go for recover, because why not? The poison's going to take me out anyways. Alright, so another hidden power fighting, hoping for the critical hit. And nope. Denied. Alright, so Cofferegus goes down. Cofferegus did an absolutely beastly job taking out those Pokemon, and at the same time just stalling out those recovers as well. So next up is my Tyrantrum. This is my Choice Scarf Strong Jaws Tyrantrum, and I'm just going to go straight for the head smash here, because screw it, I want to take out that Porygon, and take out the Porygon, and with that, that is GG. Well played indeed, and the Tyrantrum takes a hell of a lot of recall damage there as well. But anyways, that was a really fun battle indeed. I had to think quite a lot during that battle. Definitely indeed. So that Registeel really pulled through for me, and so did my Cofferegus. My two walls did an absolutely beastly job there. Thankfully, I carried a few slow Pokemon with me, otherwise I would have had no chance in the world of actually winning that battle. So yeah, the Stinging Web had no effect on my Registeel, Druddigon, and Cofferegus. It kind of negated the Choice Scarf on my Tyrantrum, but still, just looking at their team, their only real 2 fast Pokemon, or 3 fast Pokemon, would have been Granbull, Crobat, and Feraligatr. Choice Band Furret would have been max health and max attack, as far as I'm aware. Right, so just a little reminder that this Friday or Saturday, depending on your time zone, I will be live streaming as well. It's going to be a Shiny Hunt live stream, so if you want to come along and hunt for some shinies with me, feel free to do so. I may do some battles during the night as well. So if you want some fun, make sure to tune into that. I'll have some more details on that on the day, so make sure to keep an eye open for that. And with that, that is it for tonight's episodes. Hope you guys enjoyed them. So until next time for more Wi-Fi Wednesday shenanigans, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever.